자, 신나가지고 또 제대로 된 사주를 노릇한다고 성을 갔는데 이번엔 또 그 성에 또 성주가 제대로 된 놈들이 아니라 도적대들이 점령하고 성주 행세를 하고 있었고, 이제 그 관련해가지고 그 연루된 사람들 전부 족치러 가라고 명령이 내려졌는데, 그 전에 뭐 나한테 뭐 준비해놓은 무기가 있니 뭐니 했던 게 분명히 있었는데 그 퀘스트 마커가 안 찍혀 있어가지고 어디로 가야 될지 몰라서 헤매고 있는 그런 상황이 돼버렸는데, 그래서 대체 뭐 준다고 한 건 어디 가서 받으면 되는 거지? 대장간이었나? 기억이 안 나네. 점프해서 내려가기. 낙사 방지한다고 엄청 깐깐하게 나. 야, 뭐야 씨. 방금 뭐였지? 산드비스탄이었는데 방금? 뭐지? 야, 틸다 진짜. 얘는 어떻게 왔냐?
What do you need?
I'll have a look at.
얘가 아닌가 보네. 그러면 누구한테 얻어야 되지? 나를 위해 준비한 거 뭐 있다며.
I hope you find what you're looking for next time, good sir.
I'm sorry, but when the king commands, his subjects have to obey, don't they?
검은 머시기. 여기.
Lord Bomber, a gift in return for my services.
If he sent you directly to me, you must have made quite an impression on him. In that case, I'll give you one of our best weapons. What would you choose?
롱소드, 쇼소드, 전투도끼, 워해머, 포람. 롱소드, 쇼소드, 전투도끼,
I'll take a longsword.
A true swordsman's weapon. Good choice.
Good choice.
Having the right armor for
아니,
your choice
평범한
of
롱소드잖아,
weapon
이
wouldn't go
장난해?
amiss. I don't think Lord von Berg.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
If you want to train your combat, after all, any.
So, how did you...
Sir Otto hired me in Prague as his bodyguard and a swordmaster for the local. I reckon he sensed he was in danger. And he was right. A band of scoundrels was lying in wait for us on the road. And they nearly got us.
How was your company ambushed? What happened?
It was well planned, I must admit.
What went wrong?
Hard to say. Maybe.
That's all there was to it.
If you really want to know what I think, the idiots lacked discipline. They rushed it.
What do you mean?
It might have come down to a single fool's mistake. I don't know. But if they just waited a bit longer, we wouldn't have stood a chance. Like I say,
겸손하시네.
Why do they...
It's just a nickname, of course, because of my, once you win a few tournaments, they...
So you're really a highborn...
Indeed. I'm Bartoszak of Drahonitz. My father served Emperor Charles his
Yeah.
entire life.
Oh, sorry.
No, there's no... A man should earn a name for himself. It's not enough to be born with a silver spoon in your mouth.
You must have been honoured when the Royal Chamberlain chose you as his bodyguard. How did you meet?
That's simple. I was serving in the garrison.
I see. But what brought you to his...
Depends what you mean. I'd recently won 2 big tournaments, so I was invited to a splendid banquet. It was there, Sir Otto... I'd heard of Trotsky. Sir Otto spared...
Sorry, but we're about the same age.
We each have our own path, it seems.
What? You're...
I may come from a noble family, but we're not renowned or rich.
부유한 집이 아닌데 그
Studying
정도로
costs a
공부했다고?
fortune, and I didn't have one. So
You became a merchant?
that's right. I spent more time fighting than studying at university.
Where did you learn...
I've dedicated the last 5 years of my life to it.
I'd like to see the world.
Well, I haven't been all that far either. But unless you... Fortunately, these days...
I hope to make
If you do, go and see Master
남
Lamprecht
파이러츠.
and give him my... He's a man of honor.
I'd like to learn.
Certainly. Why not? I like a longsword, but there's not much room for it in the heat of battle, where brute force will come in more handy for you. Such a hit with the pommel of a sword, handle of an axe, or... Would you like me to show you? Alright. As I already said, attack with any short weapon a few quick times. Then, move towards the opponent, and hit him in the... Oh! And if you have a shield, now come and try it.
아, 그럼 내가 지난번에 랜덤 인카운터로 중무장관한테
Good.
방패
Good.
공격당했던 게
You've
이거였어.
really got a knack for it. Keep it up, my friend.
그냥 위, 좌우 위, 우, 좌는 롱소드에서 콤보였고 이거는 또 다른 거네.
I'd like to.
Certainly. Why not?
보헤미아식
If you are not
손톱.
afraid of fistfights, I'll show you a little trick. It is actually a simple blow. I was taught it by a good old Franciscan, back when I was studying. But of course, first, you kick your opponent between the
아래.
legs and pretend you're losing your balance.
그
But at
순간
that
손
moment,
돌리는
it won't put a blow down. But it'll give you... Now come and try. But it'll give you... Now come and try.
이거는 그럼 아래쪽 공격이 빗 맞아야 되는 건가?
Well, all good. No learning has ever
Ah.
fallen from heaven for anybody.
I'd like to learn.
That's no problem. I'll show you a few tricks.
Let's fight.
As you wish. What's your...
I'll go with
What should I...
the same as.
Ready to start?
Would you let some?
How many opponents?
Why don't we make?
My.
오 이런 당했다. 오 빨라.
No, you don't.
오호 나이스.
Fuck me! What do you want? Ha! Fuck you!
오! 오노!
Show your stuff!
오 쉣! 오!
Take that!
8레벨.
What do you want?
하면 너야.
Bad luck!
오 쉣! 뭐야?
I'm all yours!
오 노! 두 명이서 동시에 때리네. 아유. 게임이라 봐준기 정도야.
You want to try me?
오 쉣!
Depends what it was. Sir,
Sorry.
we eat.
What?
I made, and I did.
You became.
That's right.
Where?
Well, if you, he's a,
I'd like.
why not? I like such a, would you like? Alright.
이게 말이
Now
잠깐이었지.
come,
시간 따지면 2시간이었구나. 근데 난 다음 날인 줄 알았는데.
why not? If you're, I was, but of course, first, it won't. Now come. Good, good. You've really got a knack.
아 근데 너무 비싸다
Keep it up, my
진짜.
friend.
왜 이번엔 야 보헤미아식 손등치기를 왜 이쪽 번역에선 체코식 싸대기로 해놓은 거야? 아 진짜 검수 어떻게 한 거야 진짜. 이럴 게 아니라 글레이브는 팔지 말자. 좀 팔고 가자.
I'll have a...
아씨 버그 났네. 딱 봐도 파밍 아이템 겁나게 나와가지고 무게 개 고생할 것 같은데 왜 이런 상황에서 저런 버그가 터지고 난리야. 아이고. 인프루행 승마흉가 갬비슨 평범한 코트. 잠깐만, 지금 쓰고 있는 갬비슨이 1 더 높네. 결합된 바지는 또 뭐야? 로얄 박차. 저렴이. 지금 그럼 복장이 어떻게 되는 거야? 아,
My, what a beautiful hall.
Is everything ready for Semin?
My men are already waiting outside.
I'm ready.
I'm always ready.
So mount up and we'll ride up. We've got a long haul ahead of us, so to hell with unnecessary nonsense. Let's ride.
아이톤? 야톤?
Is this your first time riding a horse, you moron?
Young Semin conspired against our Lord. We're going to get him.
아, 왜 저래? 아, 저 앞에 병사들 때문에 그렇구나. 아, 애들도 다 하나하나 자기 말 타고 오느라 저렇게 꼬이는 거구나.
Its strengths and weaknesses. Number of men, hiding places. It's a pity I can't count on you if things turn nasty there.
I hope nothing goes wrong. I don't believe old Semin has joined the bandits. Can I ask you, what actually happened when they ambushed you?
You don't even want to know, boy.
I need to know. They ambushed us as well. We've got a score to settle with them too.
I meant to say, I don't want to talk about it.
Well, if you tell me, maybe we'll learn something that will help us.
I suppose you're right. Even if it is an unpleasant memory.
Trust me. I know what you're talking about.
I'll tell it to you like this, boy. I'm an old soldier. I've seen a thing or two. But this was a massacre. They ambushed us from hiding. There was a terrible explosion, smoke everywhere, and they showered us with crossbow bolts and God knows what else.
Smoke?
I don't know what kind of devilment it was, but all manner of
아직 화약이
confusion broke out among our
쓰지
men,
않았구나.
and they took advantage and spared no one. They killed his lordship's field surgeon, and even a maid servant on the cart. But the worst thing is, they killed young Master Albert,
와.
Sir Otto's page. I was fond of that boy.
Sorry to hear that.
He protected Lord von Burgo with his own body like a true knight. Saved him and paid the price himself.
Not everyone has such metal.
Aye. Others would have shit themselves at his place. Only he was the son of a respectable family. And now Lord von Burgo will have to tell his father.
How did you manage to escape?
After the initial chaos, I managed to get a few men together and fight back. We had better armor, we gained a bit of advantage, and they fled.
Just like that?
Aye, it was odd. It seemed once they lost the advantage of surprise, they wouldn't risk it anymore. Or maybe they were going for Von Burgo and his captain and thought they were dead. Von Burgo, Captain Thomas, the page and the scribe were on the ground at that point.
Yeah, there's something to that. What about the prisoner?
We wounded him in the leg, so he was unable to flee with the others. He hid in the woods, but he didn't get far. They left him there. Didn't care about their own people.
Would you recognize any of them?
Damn right I would. They were masked. But if I see some bastard there with a cut-up leg or a scar on his face, it's clear they were in on it. And then there'll be hell to pay in Semine.
여긴가? 여기였나? 어우 씨 이거 생각보다 말 탄 상태에서 이 카메라 움직임 너무 울렁거린다. 이럴 필요가 없었을 것 같은데. 성문이 닫혀있어.
Open the gates for Lord Burgov's emissaries!
이 정도 병력만 무장해 와도 쏘는 거야? 이 당시
It's about time you also let us in.
To what do I...
Such a heart. Surely you wouldn't be angry at the Burgrave of Trotsky for merely passing by.
Certainly not. Be my guests.
Just passing by, eh? I don't suppose it's lodgings for the night you're after, gents.
You're right about that. You can stuff your lodgings. I'm interested in that youngster of yours. Where's Older? Are you hiding him?
What do you mean, Hashek?
Don't play games with me. We know everything. He helped ambush Lord von Burgo's company. So where is he?
My older? But that's...
That's a serious accusation, Hashek. Unless you've got evidence, I'd advise you and your old company to ride back to Trotsky on the double. You two, what's the meaning of this?
Let's talk it over calmly.
Misunderstanding my arse. Just look at him. He knows very well what this is about.
You should tell us what you know, sir.
Come on, spit it out. Do I have to turn this place up?
How dare you?
I withdraw my offer of hospitality. Leave, knights. We're finished here.
You're the one who's finished if you don't get your head around what's going on here. In the name of Sir Otto of Burgo, I'm giving you your last chance. Talk!
My God, he may be hot-headed, but he never killed anyone.
Sir, no.
He's my only son, Hashek. I'll tell you where you can find that damned band. But don't take my older from me.
Where the fuck do you think we are? In some market where you can bargain with me? Your son helped murder my people. And you expect me to let him go? Hand him over, or this place will be reduced to ashes.
You better listen to him, Lord Semine. This is a serious matter.
Do you not understand me? If you had a son, you wouldn't hand him over to the executioner either.
Keep resisting me, and I can promise he'll never make it to the executioner.
If you try anything, Hashek, I swear.
Shut your mouth, Gnarly. Everyone who's with those bandits is a vile traitor. And everyone helping them as well.
Hashek, don't overdo it. Older deserves a fair trial, not a blood feud on his entire family.
That's true. Maybe they didn't even know about it.
You surely don't believe them, do you? Ha! I'm going to burn down this nest of vipers. And if anyone tries to stop me, I'll make no distinction between you and them. Well then, which side are you on?
Nothing is going to be burned down.
That's not what Lord von Bergov wanted of you, Hashek. Come to your senses.
You won't tell me what to do or not do. I'll have my revenge on these bastards, and nobody will stand in my way. Not even you.
Enough talk! Guards!
To arms! Hammer them!
Traitors! Kill those traitors!
To hell with you!
Bloody pulp fucker!
Bad luck.
You won't get me!
True
got it!
Yeah!
No, you
I'm gonna shoot you!
Why do I always get a stick of yokel to fuck? Hey, fuck!
Can't aim at your stomach!
Yes!
Hey,
Take that!
your hand here!
Yokel! Yeah!
별거 없네.
What the fuck? Von Bergov will hang us for this! All of us!
There.
Christ. Such
아,
carnage.
올다가 여기 있었네?
Von Bergov did this.
His right hand.
Von Bergov didn't want anything.
He was taking revenge for the ambush.
If you'd listened to me,
It doesn't matter anymore. That was yesterday's shit. Now it's all
Von Bergov will be expecting Hashek to return.
exactly. And when he finds out what happened,
what are we...
First, I have a few...
All right.
Who are they?
Good checks. For the most part. That's all you need.
they're common murderers.
No one who tries to strike bargains with Von...
Now you've gone to...
This is a war. As long as that criminal sits in Trotsky, there will be no...
There's no peace because of that very band of yours. The one...
But we almost had him!
My God.
Why did he join?
Because Von Bergov is a traitor. A scourge of...
Your father is his vassal. Didn't it occur besides? And no...
If I'd known, I'd...
Because your spine is so bent from old age, those bandits, as you call them, are the only people in this domain with the courage to... But it seems that means nothing.
Enough. Have a little humility.
I'd rather live in squalor than in a golden...
Does the...
Why do you...
Because I have a feeling you might...
Aye. I know the name.
He's a traitor.
Traitor or not, we can use every man who will stand against Von Bergov. But he's a foreigner. And I don't trust foreigners much.
What will we do?
Von Bergov already knows the outlaws are based in Nebakov, and he's...
If we're lucky, and he believes what Henry and I tell him,
Meanwhile, we could...
And leave them to their fate.
Older, look around you. If he wants, Von Bergov...
When does Von Bergov want to attack Nebakov?
only he knows for now.
And don't even think about warning them.
If we're to save our...
What do you...
It might sound mad, but
I think I know.
we must do the same.
Are you mad?
Oh, Older. Henry's right. It's the only way.
Do you have anywhere to go?
Yes, I
Be
suppose.
sure to go as far as possible. We'll give you until morning, and then we'll send news to Von Bergov and...
The two of us will go back to Trotsky now. and put on the best charade we can.
And not a word to anyone about what...
If it all works out, and if we ever meet again,
Let's not delay any longer, old.
내가 불 안 붙이려고 해도 결국엔 불을 붙여야 되네.
We should ride back.
아침에 보고를 올리세요. 아침 맞지? 아침 보고를 올리세요. 근데 한스를 딱 보필해야 되니까 지금 빠른 이동도 안 되겠지? 되네? 불러오기. 됐네. 아침 보고를 올리세요니까 먼저 가서 시간 돌리고 있으면 되는 거 아니야? 그 와중에 기력은 왜 엄청 안 떨어지냐?
Well, well. Von Burgov's vassals are gathering, and it looks like a serious force. Sir Otto is clearly as good as his word.
아침 보고를 올려라. 아침 보고를 올려라. 그러고 보니 건조대가 없네. 성 안에 건조대가 하나도 없어. 아침 보러 올리세요. 훈제 소세지 23. 와. 이런 보고를 맨정신에 올릴 수는 없으니까.
Hey, you! Have you done something I should know about?
Ah, don't worry. I'm a saint.
You'd better be.
이쪽 길인가? 길이 아니고 그냥
It happens.
길이 아닌데 굳이 저기 왜 있는 거야?
We're back from Semine, sir.
About time, too. I want to hear Lord Cape.
Sir, with regard to...
I hope you bear some...
Well, unfortunately not, sir. Things went wrong. And
What?
Hashek is dead.
Dead?
It grieves me, sir.
믿네.
How did it happen? Speak.
It turns out Alder was working with the bandits. He even left his own wedding to help them ambush you.
That rat.
Lord Samin didn't want to turn over his son, so a battle broke out. Hashek and his men fought valiantly, I must say.
And what happened then? It sounds like the Semin folk stood no chance.
At first not, sir. It was all over soon. So then we searched the fortress and found Alder wounded.
And the Burgrave gave orders to kill him. Just like his father.
Well, they would have ended up on the gallows anyway. I still don't understand what happened with Hashek and my men.
Well, up till then, everything went smoothly, if you could say that. Hashek ordered the fortress to be torched as a warning to others. But then, the rest of the Samin garrison suddenly pounced on us out of nowhere, and a terrible massacre started. Hashek. Never in my life have I seen anyone fight like that. In the end, the fortress was in flames.
I hope the flames could be seen all the way to Nebakov. Those bastards will...
Sir, what happened there should never have happened.
We are at war, and things happen that you may not necessarily like.
Most of those people had nothing to do with it. They had no idea about Alder.
Henry!
If Hashek were alive, he would get what he deserved. But now only God can judge him. Don't you think? That will be awful. I will speak with the Chamberlain about the step. I will announce my plan to all my vassals and allies at the evening feast.
Certainly, sir. Come for me in the evening.
중요 지점에 도달했습니다. 케이폰과 대화를 시작하면 한동안 세계를 자유롭게 이동할 수 없다. 트로스키의 악마를 제외한 모든 보조 임무는 나중에 완료할 수 있다. 트로스키의 악마? 아 이거 하필 저거야? 존나 귀찮은데. 아니 나도 같이 가자 좀. 야! 뭐 하자는 거야 이거?
Hey, you! Have you done something I should know about?
Ah, don't worry. I'm a saint.
You'd better be.
Oh, great. Another shitter.
이게 화장실? 야 가자 좀. 돌진 한 달리기 버스 한 번 더 누르면 그냥 뚫리네.
Just watch where you're going.
The place you sent me. I'm starting to lose my.
Oops, excuse me.
Where the hell are these demons? Tell me.
Look around the staircase. It's between the palace below the crone.
I swear.
Of course not. I wouldn't dare threaten the security.
If there's nothing there, you'll.
I'm sure you'll find.
If this is another joke, you'll really piss me off.
I'm sorry.
나는 뭐 먹나?
I came to the demon sh.
Thank you. Eating, sir.
Gotcha.
또 여기잖아.
Of course. Another privy. That's enough of that.
무엇이나 이 새끼는 죽었다 이제.
Blacksmith?
웃고 있네 씨.
Let me guess.
I'm done.
There's no need. You made so much noise, the demon. To think, I'd for 3.
So you were just waiting.
Not at all. Next time your belly starts rumbling,
I feel like I've been.
have you lost your sense? Try me, lad. You'll be.
We'll see about that.
You're just a. And soon enough.
To hell with you! I yield! Mercy!
Have you had enough?
Fuck! Alright, enough!
If my counting's not off.
Take care.
What's that sound?
아 뭐야?
I saw them fighting. Put an end to it.
You don't fight with guards, you fool!
Come on, then.
You surrender
Calm
to them!
down.
이런.
So you want to pay up? Once we get that dealt with.
I didn't want to get in.
You didn't?
Because he shoved me. He shoved me. And the horrible thing.
I don't know anything
But
about.
that's just it. I wish I didn't.
Now take it easy.
Wake up. Come on.
뭐? 한 번 더 팼으니 좋아 다시지.
Careful.
집사잖아.
I took care of those demons. They shouldn't be a problem anymore.
이건 또 못 먹어야.
I've still got chills down my spine.
Hopefully think most important.
I decided to. I can still smell that.
He tries that prank on all the newcomers.
You knew.
I wouldn't want to spoil his fun.
Anyway,
Trotsky Castle, held by chairman of the provincial court, member of the Crown Council, magistrate of the peace, Burgrave of Prague, thanks you.
I didn't fight Lucifer like Sir Otto. I'm glad I could help.
And I'm glad that all I have left to deal with this month is fixing the stairs, the sedilia, and checking all the chimneys.
You've got a lot to do.
There's always something. Also, don't think you can continue to move freely about the... You are here. Nevertheless, since the minions of hell didn't reach the castle's coffer, nor did they cut into our profits, you did...
God be with you.
설마 이 자유롭게 돌아다닐 수 있는 동안에 이 방앗간지기가 원하는 책을 찾아야 됐나? 아이. 도로시아에게서 에날린이 책을 가져다 주길 바랐지만 새는 세 장 밖 멀리 날아가 버렸다. 트로스키 서기관 에라즘 이야기를 방앗간지기에서 들었다. 서기관이나 한번 쳐들어가 볼까? 서기관이면 무조건 뭐야?
It happens. Just watch where you're going next
할
time.
수 있을 거니까. 완능 책을 빨아치우고 싶은 상황이라.
You should careful.
Stay close to the others. Christ, it's hot out.
아, 서기관 참 높은데도 산다. 그래 있다.
What kind? Rare. Why does Sir Otto? Because that's the seat of the royal court, and our lord is one of the highest royal. Praga caput regni. Prague is the heart of the kingdom. All the. If you want to be some, or to Moravia, to that traitor Jobst of La. Excuse me, but why? And what else should I call a person who only?
But now he's fighting for King Wenceslas, isn't he?
Jobst has changed sides so often it's impossible to keep track. But to give him credit where credit is due, unlike our king, he's a great politician. Wenceslas wasn't even able to hold on to the imperial crown that his father passed on to him before he died. Yes, indeed. One day that bloody Margrave Jobst of ours is going to make it big. He might even become the emperor himself.
What does the royal chamberlain do?
I understand, lad. You're asking about his...
Yeah, exactly.
Sir Otto von Burgo is the royal chamberlain. Subcamerarius in Latin. He's one of the 9 most powerful officials, and he manages the royal towns and monasteries, approves the councillors and abbots in them, and appoints the royal...
Why doesn't Lord von Burgov free our King Wenceslas?
It's politics, boy.
I understand, but could you explain it a bit more for me? Why did they take our king captive? And why did the Czech lords let Sigismund spread all over the country like a plague?
That's complicated.
이런 거 못 참거든요.
Back during the reign of both King's father, Emperor Charles, the nobles gained great wealth and power. And when young Wenceslas came to the throne, he didn't have enough experience or courage to stand up to them. That's why he surrounded himself with faithful lower lords and entrusted them with all the royal offices.
I reckon the high nobility didn't like that, eh?
You're damn right they didn't. They conspired against the king and established their League of Lords. That started a protracted war, dragging the king's cousins, Prokop and Jobst of Luxembourg, into it. But King Wenceslas was stubborn, unyielding, and, unfortunately, also often drunk. He preferred to run away from politics to wine, women, and the hunt. It was only a matter of time before the lords conspired with his brother, the Hungarian King Sigismund. A year ago, they got together and captured Wenceslas in Prague, and Sigismund had the royal castles occupied by his allies. They secretly took the king to Vienna, where his brother is still holding him firmly under lock and key.
So von Burgov and the others want Sigismund to be king?
Not at all. Soon they discovered they'd miscalculated, and that Sigismund wanted the whole country for himself. And now, they can't agree on what to do about it. I think that's why Lord von Burkhoff received your message. He's trying to find new allies among the lower nobility.
그러니까 결국에는 벤체슬라프가 워낙 개판을 쳐가지고 귀족들 입장에서는 고위 귀족들은 자기들의 그 영향력을 늘리기 위해서 벤체슬라프를 가두는데 지기스문트를 이용했다라고 생각했는데 사실 지기스문트는 자기가 다 헤쳐먹으려는 생각을 품고 있는 바람에 그 벤체슬라프를 구금하는데 협력했던 고위 귀족들의 생각과는 정반대로 일이 흘러가고 있다 그거네.
Who are among Wenceslas's opponents?
Who do you think? All the nobles in the League of Lords, of course. The most powerful are Henry of Rosenberg, Henry of Hraditz, Boresh of Riesenberg, Bohuslav of Schwamberg, and our Sir Otto von Berghoff, too, so far.
But we serve Sir Hanush of Lipa and Radzig Kobyla.
Exactly. They're representatives of the lower nobility, who always stood faithfully by Wenceslas because he handed out royal positions to them.
Ah, damn politics.
On the contrary, boy. It's only thanks to politics that von Berghoff didn't send you two to the gallows straight away.
I'd like to learn something.
What do you want to know?
I'd like to...
All right, then.
I heard some interesting books. There's one I'd like to borrow. A sand-coloured...
Yes, several. But why are you interested in an alchemist's cookbook, of all things?
왜냐하면은
I've heard there are some interesting ideas in it. Every alchemist is in dogged pursuit of wisdom, especially those from Prague.
Perhaps you know more about that book than I do. Well, I'll have to disappoint you. Lord Nickvard Libak helped me sort the new books at the time, and the one you're looking for caught his attention. He left with it before I could even discover what it's about. All I remember is the author's initials, B.B. I'm fairly benevolent when it comes to lending books, and I appreciate Nickvard's help, but he's had it borrowed for an excessive amount of time now. I'd like to ask him to return it, but he's been avoiding me.
Why would Nickvard suddenly be avoiding you?
I have a sneaking suspicion. It seems Nickvard lost the book.
Oh?
I've warned him repeatedly not to carry borrowed books around with him, but to leave them in his chamber and read them there. But Nickvard is old and stubborn, and this is how things turn out.
The price of such a book must be incalculable. People like Nickvard are too dumb to understand.
But I digress. As I said,
좋아하네.
Nickvard is intentionally avoiding me. But I've made headway. I've managed to find 3 people who've spoken to him recently. Bertha, the cook, Regina, the maid, and Hirsch, the hand.
레지나? 레지나라는 말도 어디서 들어봤는데.
For a nobleman, Nickvard is quite wary of his own kind, speaking only to servants.
I'm surprised that he's ever spoken to anyone but myself. Nickvard is a loner, which is also why I suspect something bad has happened, now that he's decided to leave his shell. But I'm afraid that's all I've managed to find out.
I'll help you.
Many thanks. If you aren't
Before I go, can you tell...
Who, exact...
You said Nickvard is where at the castle does he live?
Nickvard lives like a hermit here at Trotsky. His chambers are in the Crone's Tower, but he took his meals down in the Crone's kitchen. Lately, I've often seen him talking to Regina in the night, or looking out the hall window. I caught sight of him.
So I just have to hope I run...
Nickvard always just shows up. I'm not surprised you can't find him anywhere, since I've been trying myself.
Where is Regina?
As Lord von Berkhoff's personal maid, she'll perhaps in the Knight's Hall, or on the floor above it.
That's everything I...
니크바르트가 어디 있댔지? 노파의 탑에 있었댔나? 여기가 노파의 탑이었나? 여기가 처녀고? 여기가 처녀고.
Did you do what I asked you to? Yes, sir. Everything. Really? You didn't forget anything?
I
don't
have a
think
job
so, sir.
for you.
I
At
tried
your
my
service,
best, sir.
Mom.
Well done.
Can you read?
Drop by tomorrow.
No,
There's
Mom.
something else I need.
Numbers are big.
You can go
but
now.
not letters. You can
아니,
help
이거
me.
뭐야?
then.
이거 또
I
버그가
need you to
났어.
take a letter to someone.
Aha. Well, I suppose I can do that. What's in the letter?
It doesn't matter. You need to know
저 여성 NPC들 목소리 출력이랑 그 스크립트 출력 좀 버그 나는 건 대체 왜 저러는 걸까? 메르타가 레지나가
Bertha, the scribe told me.
Well, I brewed him another phial of medicine. I told him to stop by for another.
Did he say where he was headed? Oh, come now. I need to find it.
I remember the recipes by heart. And Lord...
Listen, Bertha. Do you realise your stubbornness is making everything more... Nikvar borrows a mysterious book, suddenly he stops talking to the scribe, and falls ill. And when the only person who wants to get to the bottom of it comes to you, you keep mum. You don't want to have Nikvar on your conscience, do you?
I suppose you're right. I reckon Lord Libac would forgive me if he knew I was only trying to help him, right?
I'm sure he would.
Well...
평판이 왜 하락하지?
It's a common potion for a bellyache. Just better tasting. It helps your meals go down easier and come out slower the other end. In that regard, Lord Libac had, well, how to say it? Everything came out much too quickly.
Just say it. He shot himself.
It was in the privy down below the Crone, by the training ground below the guardhouse. I helped him clean his hose and made him the medicine, and I promised that I wouldn't say anything. Lord Libac is quite particular about the impression he makes on the young mage, and that's why he didn't use the privy near the maids' quarters, though it's closer to his chamber, but to the arena instead, and only when there weren't any soldiers around. But this time, it caught up with him.
Is that all?
What else is there to say? It happened, I must say.
I don't know if this is...
Well...
Thanks anyway.
아직도 아직도 없어? 하녀는 무슨 하녀일까? 오토폰 다르고 하녀일까? 마구간지기는 어디 있어?
God be with you, my... Good day to you.
마구간지기가 아니었어?
Christ, pardon me.
보세요. 올리구나. 왜 이렇게 과부가 많아?
What's going on? You're all...
Do you know where I can find Nick?
Erazim is suddenly interested in Nikvar, but when I need him to read something... I'm sorry. Hi, I heard you.
I can.
In that case...
Show me. Dear mistress of the... What is it?
Oh, what I wouldn't give to get messages from never mind. Read on. Though I reckon it interests...
Persevere. We shall soon escape the dungeon of those two women. Cursed fate, however, the heat of the Lightbringer's potion is working, and I can feel my insides being... But when the last remnants of old age left my body, something else was washed away with them.
How much?
Not much. My dad has sent all of the Lightbringer's secrets into the void, but fear not, I shall get them back. May this be the first task on the road to your liberation. That's it.
Beautiful.
True enough. Nickvard has a flair for the dramatic.
My, that's Liebach for you.
But what does it mean? Can you explain any of it to me?
Lord Liebach has taken a liking to me. I suggested to him it wasn't proper for a noble to have an affair with a maid. But then he found what he calls the Lightbringer's potion book. So I suppose it was...
I know the book he's talking about, but what...
Look, can we stop talking?
I need help.
No!
이런 응? 애기용이 있네? 애기가 있었어? 마구간 일꾼은 어디 있을까? 마구간 일꾼 헤르시. 아니. 아 여기 무단 침입이야. 큰일 날 뻔했네. 왜 음식이 훔친다냐?
Stay close to the others.
마구간에 대체 어디를 말하는 걸까?
You silly doggy.
Easy, easy. Nice and slow.
Slow down, you idiot!
Hey! You nearly ran into me. You nearly killed
도대체 마구간 일꾼은 누구야?
Damn
왜
it!
그냥
Don't you
일꾼이잖아.
know how to ride a horse?
Whoa, whoa.
얘인가?
Did you hear what happened?
마구간 일꾼이 누굴 말하는 거야?
Yeah, the place by the Zherovka Street.
What then? Has the water sprite been up to his mischief again?
Bad feeling when nothing's going wrong.
Can I help you?
어, 여긴 아니야?
Who was it? Some vagabond. God rest his soul. Deliverance says he was in the water at least.
콜드잖아.
Somebody did him in and chucked him into the water.
But the river there has a powerful
Be
current.
careful. Are you looking for
The dead
something?
man had been floating
그러면 안
down
돼?
the river for at least a week.
Without anyone
Christ, pardon me.
마구간 일꾼 대체 어디 있는 거야 이러면? 어? 찾았다.
Good day to you.
I'm looking for Nickvard.
Hey, Nick. I suppose his task...
What do you mean, forgot?
Nick Libac. He's a castle lord. But then I heard what another castle lord was planning. Von Berger. He says there's a war on.
I need to know more about what...
No. There...
I understand. Sure.
A sword.
Huh?
Sword? What sword?
A long and if you bring it to me, I'll forge one. But maybe from one of the guards at the training.
Steal a sword?
Not a spy who wants to help my servant. Once I get a sword, I'll...
Listen, Hurst.
Don't try any word deeds to...
You wanted a...
I don't want an invisible...
I'll gladly...
Only unless you have... Then I'd believe...
이런.
I'm not gonna pay...
You want to hang on to your spy...
I'll think of a... About...
Got that...
You wanted a...
That's I don't think you're a spy.
What about Nick?
Nickvard asked me to do something for him. He must have a... Either way, Nick looked troubled and not very healthy. He wanted me to fetch him something, and I told him I would. At least I could check. But then Nickvard clutched his belly and...
That's all?
Aye. If you... I'll be going into war soon.
I'll tell him.
그러면 일관적으로 변소에 있을 거라는 건데. 변소. 이 성에 있는 모든 변소를 다 뒤져봐야 되나 그럼?
Keep close to the others. It's not...
I'd like to look...
That's no...
I'd like to learn...
What would you like?
그러니까 젊은 하녀들한테 똥을 푸짐하게 싸는 그런 상황은 보여주고 싶지 않으니까 화장실이 있는데 여자들이 없는 곳에 있을 거 아니야. 어떻게 해야 되지? 이러면.
Do you know what? I'm not a I reckon he'll announce his plan to his vassal.
What can we do?
Wait. What? Come and pick me up this evening.
누가 날 찾는 거야 이거? 왜 내 옷이 잘못했어?
What are you roaming around here for?
I'm not doing anything. You're doing a great job keeping watch.
You'd better believe it.
What do you have?
아 맞다. 허기한테 책 팔아본다고 갔었던 건데. 새까맣게 입고 있었네.
It isn't safe around here.
어? 이런 데가 있었네. 이트크 아가씨의 콜라비.
About that,
Please tell.
not yet.
Tell me what you've learned.
It looks like Nikvar brewed. He told Regina it would. He must have spent a lot of time on the privy at the training grounds below the crown when he wasn't shitting or writing notes to servants. He asked Hirsch to bring him something, and then he vanished with.
What do you think about?
You said that Nikvar had a habit of. It's possible it fell down the latrine while he was.
That actually sounds quite. Go there and look.
아, 거기서 그 변소 가까이 가서 상호작용 키만 확인했어도 되는 거였나 그럼?
About that,
please tell.
I'm sorry.
아, 이 아저씨랑은 거래가 안 돼? 책을 팔 수 있을 줄 알았지만 그게 안 되나 봐요. 뭐야 이걸 다 쳤다고? 아 진짜 연병을 해요. 변소가 이렇게 생겼네. 경사가 져 있네. 뭐 어떻게 해야 돼? 니크바르크 경을 찾으세요. 이상하다. 여기 이거 맞는데?
Free.
이제 보니 화장실에 저 강물로 똥을 버리고 있는구나. 아 대체 어떻게 된 거야 이건 또. 잠깐만 퍽이 또 있네. 전투 중이거나 출혈 중일 때는 적용되지 않는다. 성벽 박동무더기까지 가야 되는 거야 그럼? F가 그럼 성벽 박동무더기였다고?
You look like you're as drunk as a lord. Where did you get so
아, 벌꿀술 마신 게 화근이 된다.
Go!
Whoa, whoa.
이게 똥무덤인가? 아닌데. 이게 똥무덤이 같은데. 아하, 이렇게 올라가는 길이 따로 있구나. 어잉?
You must be Nick Vard, eh?
Starting to stink.
Poor wretch.
Another senseless death.
죽었어?
There has to be me standing over the body. What a fucking day. Ugh. Starting to stink. Another senseless death.
아무런 기록도 안 남기고 죽었다고? 여기 있다.
Sand colour cover, embossed. That'll be the book Crazer once, but it's quite ordinary, apart from being covered in shit.
아, 숙취 진짜.
Another senseless death. Has to be me standing over the body. What a fucking day. Ugh. Starting to stink. Another senseless death.
비에 닿으면 불을 일으키는 화약? 아, 나트륨 아니야? 왜 굳이 나트륨 같은 걸 만든 거지? 잠깐만, 그러면은 아, 씨발, 저 양반은 나프탈렌에는 나트륨을 쳐먹은 거야, 그럼?
Keep close to others. It's not safe here.
그래요. 야. 숨을 못 쉬겠구만. 그건 그렇고 벌꿀술 내자는 확실히 무리구만.
자.
Nice and slow. Whoa, whoa.
Up! Up!
Did you hear about what happened? My God.
Slowly. Nice and slow. Whoa, whoa.
I heard you need a run.
Be careful. God is punishing us for our...
Careful!
I came to tell you I might...
Where did that madman...
He's dead. I found him lying below the privy, poisoned, exhausted.
My God! Did you report it?
Not yet.
Once I get over it, I'll go to him. But if you were faster, I'd be... What about that book?
About that...
You know what? I couldn't care less about that blasted book. That cursed tome. Forgive me.
경비한테 어디 얘기해줄 만한 내가 어디 뭐 유의미하게 뭐 말을 걸기라고 버튼이 활성화된 경비가 따로 있었나?
I'm sorry.
여긴 뭐지? 단출하시구만 누구시?
Hey? Hey, Wayfarer!
Me?
The one I
don't know.
You can't hide.
I don't...
So you want to... But... are you here to rid...
Well...
Aha! Well, what game we...
I actually...
특이한 양반이네. 뭐야? 특이한 물건을 갖고 있네. 뭐야? 주사위 왜 없어? 징표는 왜 없어? 아니 기절해가지고 이러면 징표를 드랍할 수 있게 해줘야지. 에라이 징표 걸고 싸우자면서 씨. 알몸을 털어도 징표를 못 얻게 만들어. 페이즐한테 이걸 넘기면 어떻게 될라나. 뭐야, 구매밖에 안 돼? 오, 황금자는 300원이 나가네.
Worried about the price? Is this enough? Less. You see?
그때 보냈구만.
I have the book for you.
Well, I must admit, I haven't had an apprentice.
I had a peek inside. The pictures are nice, but...
You'll find out soon enough. This really is something. Why is it all...
Let's just say the scribe didn't... It actually wasn't under it.
Oh, refining saltpeter. Boil water. Well,
so what now?
Charcoal. As long as Black Bertolt didn't make any mistakes.
What Bertolt? Oh, God damn it, Crazer. I'm tired of flying back and forth like a rag on a stick.
Believe it or not, all this secrecy it's time. We'll meet with the others in the lair. You go ahead.
All right, then.
Careful.
I've travelled...
I think by now you know who I am. I'm just an ordinary...
Well, at least tell me why you've set...
Isn't it obvious? It's peaceful here. At least it was.
The thing with the...
I had no...
Thankfully, I
heard things got heated with your imprisonment. Tell me about it later.
I talked to Erazin.
Good to hear.
What's new?
Nothing much, you know.
That's all.
Gah! Quick! Quick!
What'll happen now?
Our last supper, with only one...
Crazy, please.
and rob myself of enjoying. Tell me yourself.
Like always.
I do tend to do that, true enough. Bonnie will start today. At least I'll finally see if Bonnie?
First of all, I'd like to thank you on things didn't always go up, and our gang has at least one new member since that. So, it's time we started being honest with you.
Not yet.
One more word, Zinek.
Calm down. This whole time, you've been collecting, but so you wouldn't go nosing around, we always...
The miller here calls it
tactic, and everything. With the help of Hermes Trismegistos and his successors, we'll finally...
Exactly.
Magnum opus. The great work of alchemy.
I see you've learned something after all.
Let's see then.
The most precious...
Well, attempts to create gold. Let's start at the beginning. My father was a miller as well, but even as a young boy, I loved running around Lower Samine and investigating everything living and dead. Then my mother, God rest her soul, decided it'd be best for me to go to study as soon as I grew up.
So you went to a university?
Why not? My father worked his... I met a lot of remarkable people at the university, but in the end, it only took a year of all that pretentious, scholarly blathering and most of the students and masters are just a bunch of dogmatic fools. They have their own truth, and those who want to know more or ask the wrong questions fall into disfavor, as was my case.
So they kicked you out?
I didn't give them the pleasure. I left myself. The most important science is not subject to any religious dogma. And, of course, it's not taught at any university. The art of combination and dissolution. The key to understand. I returned to the mill in Lower Samine and started a new life.
New life? What do you mean?
I returned to the miller's trade. My father was old, and my mother had passed away. From then on, alchemy became my... I brought a few important books from Prague. I started with the most difficult thing. I tried to create gold.
That was pretty daring of you.
As you might expect, it didn't work. But after a few tries, I managed to create something entirely different. Once I tried mixing sulfur, charcoal, and saltpeter. I almost shit myself, I tell you.
What is it?
More than that, it makes a very big bang.
I couldn't continue my experiments on my own.
So he initiated...
But we just still didn't know.
And we used up...
By the way, the manuscript from that Hermes...
Only we didn't know correct proportions. I looked, and we found out that before us...
Some fella called Black Bertold. And...
Feuerwerkbuch.
We can believe our luck when we found out there's a copy.
And you know the...
It's a discovery that will change history. All it takes is a spark, and a storm of fire will sweep away the old world order. It will...
And what will happen?
As I said, we're about to have our last supper. Black Bertold never finished his book. Because now, thanks to you, we do. We'll see with our own eyes what a barrel of black...
Before we get... How did a scholar and...
Prague is a big city, and a poor student learning to shop with 5 fingers was the first
This book, Feuerwerkbuch.
Everything you'd want to know about black, and especially how to use it in...
We do. Saltpeter, not even all the cows in the region could produce...
What is it?
During wartime, like it is now, if we had a few big barrels of the stuff, we could...
All of us here are truly passionate about...
What is it?
I was supposed to become...
Not fit.
God has a path...
I was supposed to be a dyer, but I was too late.
I was supposed to become a nun, but...
And I've already told you everything.
I've heard enough. Now I want to...
Let's...
Indeed, it is.
야, 능력도 좋아. 고작 불덩어리로 밧줄에 불을 붙여? 사실상 수류탄 아니야 이거?
Looks like it ain't working.
뒤에 있던 나무가 쓰러질 정도라고?
I'd say it works just fine.
This will change history.
What? I can't hear a thing. But I'd say it works just fine.
As long as you listen to me and keep your proportions right, you won't fuck it up.
White ash.
3m 깊이?
Crazy?
그렇기에는 너무 얕은데.
I told you there's no need to dip it in resin and wax. Better to use rushes boiled in wine.
Very well, if you say so. We'll try rushes next time.
I'd also like to take a look at that book, Crazel.
In due time, Bunny. In due time.
We've been...
Have you? I've told...
I know about...
That's a... to find yourself.
You really led me on. A golem made of dough. Souls...
Not exactly. It's all based on... I studied the writings of Bonaventura and Dietrich von Freiburg, but they worked brilliantly.
I reckon I played the fool well. I worked for Conrad Keyser himself, just so you know. And he never...
Keyser? Fancy that. Next time I'll play it safe and stick to the classics like Thomas Aquinas.
So for the last time, Crazel...
I'll do what I promised. And I'm going to gather together all the knowledge I've acquired.
Uh-huh.
That's up to you, Henry. Lower Samine has no hold over... You know, the inevitability of God's plan takes no interest in...
That sounds somehow... Now I'm even happier about the...
The ideal... Maybe it's time to carry some... But if you're still interested...
I know where to find you.
Indeed.
What's...
Nothing much, lad. And
what should I...
Something... It won't exact... Just don't... You have to... Most guards and people you meet at night are either blind or stick to where the light doesn't shine. Dark clothing helps. And if you...
That's all. Show me your...
성 디스마스의 규율 1단계. 납탄 화약! 제조법을 얻었었네?
I'd like to discuss...
Well... You'll have to... Aye.
아, 더러워진 것 때문에 씻어야겠는데. 화약 냄새 어쩔 거야. 연금술 작업대가 여기 있었다고? 아하. 이렇게 더 커졌네? 지난번에 왔을 때보다? 지난번에 왔을 때는 비교가 안 되는데? 아하, 이렇게 업데이트가 되는구나. 내가 퀘스트 진행하는 거에 따라서. 진작에 와볼걸. 여긴 뭔데 작업대가 2개나 있다고 뜨냐? 2개나 있네. 그냥 컨셉인가? 납탄화약. 물, 유황, 염초, 숯. 유황과 염초가 간혹가다 판매가 됐던 건 다 이런 이유였구나. 나도 이거 만들다 터뜨릴 수 있나?
Black powder? I'd never...
Don't think I've forgiven you.
He'd go mad or run off.
Yeah, I suppose you're... But we surely fooled you.
We're in the middle of the forest next to a mill. I'd have expected...
We tried that too.
So you'd rather go around licking the walls of stop?
Just you wait until I have my own castle. Then we can talk about whether it was worth getting...
Black powder? I'm not so stupid that I wouldn't...
Bollocks! You thought we was conjuring up gold? Anyways, I hope the miller gives us a bit of extra coin now,
in the worst case, you can...
But next time, take care.
인생 역전했구만 그냥. 긁히지만 하면은 뭐. 이거는 또 주먹질하는 걸 거고. 세민성은 어떻게 났나 그럼? 밤이야? 밤이네? Holy shit!
Jesus Christ, such misfortune. And for what?
네가 붙였잖아. 왜 이제 와서 모른 척이야? 그 내가 죽여버렸던 그 뭐 백작인가 경인가 걔가 걔랑 같이 안 따라가고 걔 혼자 먼저 출발하게 냅뒀으면은 그 자식 불같은 성격 그 자식의 불같은 성격 때문에 이 자동으로 이렇게 성을 태워버리는 그런 시나리오가 진행됐겠네.
I can't go any further. It's too deep.
그럼 더 이상 여기서 볼 일 없나? 그나저나 궁금해졌다. 저 트로스키 성 북쪽은 뭐가 있을까? 내가 맵을 안 밝혀놨는데 뭔가 있으면은 또 조금 아쉬울 것 같고. 일단 타워프란다. 젤레오프 가가지고 저게 뭔지 밝혀놓긴 하고.
Good doggy. Good boy.
관심 지점 정보원.
Service is kind of slow today.
너세요?
Good day to you.
What's going on?
Some band of thieves right where that lord and his retinue got ambushed. I reckon they...
I know the place. What's next?
Nothing, if you're looking...
What's going...
Nothing, if you're look...
도적단이 생겼네. 바이탐 연문. 바이탐 연문 여기잖아. 도적단이 또 생겼다가 도적단이 리젠 됐다라는 걸 확인할 수 있고 그게 끝인가? 보제나한테 나온 거.
Jesus Christ, be...
뭐 없네.
I'd like to learn.
There's no...
그러면은 트로스키 성에서 여기까지 한번 가봐야겠다. 아, 실내에서 빠른 이동 못하는 거지. 뭐야?
Fuck! For the crown! I'm all yours. You won't get me.
Oh shit. 머트가 공격을 아주 잘해.
Oh, you know. But.
나이스. 횃불이 특별한 횃불은 아니네. 코댕이. 괜찮으세요?
Thank you, lad. Who knows what they...
I was happy.
You did more than here for you, and thank you again.
짜다 짜. 어디야? 아우 어지러워. 정신이 하나도 없어.
Just a little long.
아 진짜.
Go! God!
아이고 뭐야? 바위였어? 여기로 가도 되나? 일단 숲이 있어가지고 조심은 해야겠는데.
자. 자.
악마하는 줄 알았네. 뭐 없구나. 여기까지 왔는데. 여기까지 와봤는데 뭐 특별히 길이 더 나와 있거나 그런 건 없구나. 야, 그냥 빽빽한 숲으로 만들어놨네.
Are you blind?
Slowly. Nice and slow.
아이. 아이 뭐야? 왜 문을 안 들어가고 옆으로 또 돌아갔고?
Wait! Wait!
아니
Wait!
왜 못 들어간다는 거야? 이상하게 났나요?
Oh.
버리거나 팔거. 할 거 있나? 잠깐 이렇게 일어나서 할 게 있나 싶은데. 아, 수도승.
God be with you. Keep the peace and we'll stay friends.
Greetings.
응? 여기 그 지내고 있던 수도승이 없네?
Oh, have you been rolling in shit?
Oh.
Let's stop by when I'm over by the pen. I don't.
I'm sorry.
Let's fight.
As you wish.
화장실 갔다 와야지.
I want real weapons. Not
How many opponents?
Ah, this isn't my.
Are you ready?
Enough! I'm out of this. You want to try me?
I surrender. But don't let it go to your head.
Let's fight.
Stop by when I'm over.
퇴근해 버리네. 여기 서 있질 않고.
When he takes fright and he bites.
지금 브로드 소드로 된 거지 지금.
Your hand off.
He used to be such a sweet dog.
I'll give him a bit longer before I take
표정 존나 리얼하네.
Silly dog. I don't want to wait for him to bite someone.
You serious?
아, 10시간을 못 자네.
Mother of God.
케이프 풍경 여기 있잖아.
Have you heard?
I haven't spoken to. Come and pick me up this evening.
왜 이렇게 날파리 소리가 심하게 나냐?
I'm sorry.
꿀잠 때려야지. 야, 게임하면서 이거 기록 채우는 것도 아닌데 시간 이렇게 오래 보내는 거 처음인 것 같네. 자, 가볼까? 잠깐만. 말에 갖고 있는 약품이 얼마나 되는지 잠깐 확인을 해봐야겠다. 어? 세이비어 시너스 빼고는 뭐 없네? 이러면 안 돼. 아, 너무 많아. 한 50개 더 챙겨가지고
You haven't heard. Oh, don't be such an impatient. Come and pick me up this evening.
아직도 저녁이 아니야?
Here's some money. Now be so kind as to run along to the bar.
저녁이지.
I'm sorry.
You've come just at the right.
Looks like we'll eat and drink our fill before...
It'll be mostly a lot of pointless...
You're not looking forward to the feast?
I'm fed up with this waiting. I'd rather set out right now and wring fuckers' necks one by one. And above all, I want to put that lying fraud from Nabokov in irons.
That makes two of us. We'll get him. Don't worry.
I hope so.
What's wrong?
Are you surprised?
It's appalling what happened.
Does that mean you're regretting your decision?
Well, I thought I was doing the right thing. But now I'm not so sure. We should never have got involved.
True. I feel like I've walked through deep shit, and people can smell me from miles away. Whatever the rights and wrongs of it, I won't forget that horror as long as I live.
I understand. But let's drop it now, and go and hear what Sir Otto has to say.
You're right. Let's go, before all that's left is a pile of bones and empty pitchers.
Lord Capon and his page. At last.
Good evening, friends. Join us, please, and sample what our kitchen has to offer. Wench! Pour Lord Capon some wine.
We have excellent Hungarian wine, sir.
Thank you. I won't say no. I'll be glad to drink to our upcoming victory over that rabble from Nabokov. And perhaps to an alliance against other such saboteurs throughout the Kingdom of Bohemia?
Well said. Just what I like to hear. What do you say to that, Ulrich?
It is certainly gratifying to hear a young lord expressing such concern for our country's fate.
True. It is admirable that you are determined not to betray your Uncle Hanush's trust. Our agreement stands, of course. But I'd like to remind all of you here that politics is mainly about making the right compromises, not hasty decisions.
We have the same interests, Sir Otto. We'll be happy to help you deal with those criminals at Nebokov. And let's hope that our cooperation doesn't end there. You know better than anyone how many similar bands plague our kingdom.
Well said. It seems Hanush and Rezig have an eye for capable and eloquent servants. As soon as we are finished with that rebel, I shall write a reply to your letter. But now to the business at hand. We discussed this long and hard. But we came to the conclusion that the best thing would be to catch them by surprise. And for that reason, we will set out for Nebakov at the crack of dawn tomorrow.
And we will string up the insolent bastard who commands the bandits from the nearest tree.
More wine, Lord Chamberlain?
No, thank you. The Lord Chamberlain needs a clear head. He will lead the assault on the fortress.
What? Sorry, sir. But did you say we'll be under Ulrich's command?
Who else? My captain is injured, and I am expecting an important visit. Unfortunate.
Aha. And may I know what the Lord Chamberlain's plan is?
Of course you may. It's nothing complicated. We'll pass through the Trotsky Gorge early in the morning and reach the fortress unobserved. A quick charge will get us over the palisade and we'll catch that rabble by surprise. They won't know...
I'm sorry, sir.
Risky? Peasants with pitchforks.
Well, that wouldn't be mine.
Sorry, sir, but I think my lord here has... He fought with valor during the conquest of Pribys.
I have no doubt Lord Capon is very You're not offended. It's thanks to the Lord Chamberlain that this...
My friend, send your servant...
Catherine, sir.
To see Catherine for wine for the journey. We'll move out. Be so kind and get me another...
As you wish.
I promise, sir, that the next wine I drink will be...
Your health, then, gentlemen. But don't overdo it. Tomorrow...
Junger Mann, komm her!
You must be that Henry from the Lord of Lipa, eh?
What would you like, gentlemen?
We're just talking about the...
Apparently, it was the same man who had...
Who got the better of you twice.
Zweimal?
That's right. They say that at Nebakov, Lord Capon, but in fact it was none other...
Dann ist es ja kein Wunder. That puffed-up Capon won't talk to us. He's afraid we'll make...
Sorry, sir, but...
Watch your tongue. You don't want Henry to take a...
Ja, du hast recht. If I've offended you, but if you'd rather... That strikes me as a better option. Wie war das?
Nah, not for me.
Das ist schade.
아, 뭐 이렇게 많아? 포도주, 케이폰, 즐거운 인생, 갑옷.
Have you got a moment? I've heard you're a local hero.
This is Henry, Lord Capon's servant.
Can I help you, my lady?
This is Johanka of Zhernov.
Pleased to meet you.
I know who you are, and this story...
The pond, the stocks, and the gallows. Quite a nice series.
Your life was on the line more...
You're right, father.
Well, that's it. I'd love to hear it. The best place to begin.
You're right. It all began one lovely day. It's a long way from our home in Ratai. So we made camp by a pond to bathe a bit before... We didn't have time for that. They killed without mercy. We had no choice but to jump into the water and swim for our lives. I can't swim, you see.
Truly divine intervention, my son.
Truly shocking and terrifying.
It was a bloodbath. I thought we were done for. We were saved by a good-hearted old woman. Well, the brawl was started by my Lord Capon, actually. Even more humiliating than having the local guards pull... But it's true. Everyone thought...
Bailiff Thrush put them in the stocks.
Yeah, like I said, they took...
Fair enough, but out with it now.
I admit the bailiff was right to punish.
Excellent. I think people are wrong about you.
And rather entertaining.
Yes, I agree.
Who do you mean?
Unfortunately, but the easiest way to put that, would you...
Certainly, my lady.
Excellent. I'm sure the learned gentleman will It's a lovely night outside and a lovely summer night. It was horrible. Thanks for rescuing me from the
Of course.
I know what you thought. Some men are terribly slow-witted, but maybe I underestimated you, eh?
바보셨어? 데이브는 낫지.
I don't think.
Well, well. That's enough talk. Let's enjoy this night.
아니 이걸 이렇게 통화를 6시간을 보낸다고? 아 갑옷 바꿔 해야 되는데? 아이씨 시간만 버렸네. 아. 아 뭐야 할 수 있네 그래도? 아 근데 동선이 꼬였다.
Anything else you need?
I'd like to speak to Sir Otto.
Certainly.
Would I be right in assuming nobody...
Correct. And that is how...
What about the League of Lords?
Careful now.
The war hurts everyone, without exception. Each one of us has to... You can show what you can...
We'll make sure...
I'll try not...
Certainly. We will talk tomorrow.
Ah, junger Mann. Ah, junger Mann, komm her.
Ah, you must be that Henry from the Lord of Lipa, eh?
What would you like?
Apparently.
Oh,
Who got zwei? That's right. But in... He's...
sorry.
What you... Yeah, but that's... Wie war das?
No.
Das ist...
뭐야? 잘못 뭐
I'm not local, so...
We're not local either. Aye. Mainly truly amusing.
I don't know what folk have been saying.
Of course. My name is Olbram.
What about tomorrow?
Of course. I've brought some... I hope you'll leave room for us. Have no fear. Well, if we burn down his castle...
I think so.
Aye, aye. He toiled up, yet it's nothing. All the better for us. I can't... He'll be happy to give us...
Any...
Yes. We would...
What's that?
Nobody knows. Apparently Sir Otto...
Sounds like some holy relic.
Aye. But it occurred... I heard him telling Chaplain Nicodemus, throwing around coin. But our Sir Otto has deep pockets. Aye. Once you and Lord Capon are here on... Your envoy...
Yes. Now we're just waiting.
What does Margrave...
To end the war, I think.
Well, well.
Aye.
Interesting. Yet it was him who was at war with...
I'd like to have a bit of discourse with you, young man.
This is Henry, my lady.
I'm sorry.
This...
Please...
I know who... And
The pond... You're right.
well, the best...
It all... It's a long... We didn't have... We had no... I can't...
True.
I thought we... We were... Well, even more... But it's true.
Bailiff.
Yeah, look...
Fair and... Excellent.
And Rob...
Yes.
Who did...
Unfairly, would you...
Sir?
Excellent. It's a lovely summer night. Thanks.
Yeah, of course.
I know, but...
No.
I understand.
Let's go back to the...
A beautiful...
나도 저런 좀 뽑아보고 싶다.
So, how are you enjoying the feast?
Ah, good to see you. I wouldn't mind a few more feet.
I remain on duty. Sacre.
For my part, I'll be happy to have it. What was Von Burr?
He's the royal chamberlain. So, and he was What? Maybe, but he can hardly call off negotiation. Besides, you only get...
Do you know?
No, because...
But personal bodyguards often hear...
Well, Hohenstein and Riesen... Lichtenberg is trying to play both sides, and the mighty Rosenberg is... Aye. And Bocek of Kunstadt is looking for a husband for his niece, Yitka. She's pretty, so it won't take long.
I thought the League of Lords was supposed to be united.
What? Then? No chance. Having too many roosters in the yard always ends badly.
Have you heard?
No.
Not that there's any point.
I noticed that your lord isn't too fond of the Chamberlain. Sir Otto respects him, and I trust him.
He's a
If it's glory that...
Do you know...
They're noblemen from the... That cheerful little fellow in the middle is Herman. Pity you didn't see his performance on the barrel. Thankfully, the barrel gave way before Littlehead.
And the other one? The thin one?
Florian of Lomnitz, a famed wit, fair of face and well-spoken. The ladies swoon. For all he could care, well, we'll see what...
What about you?
Come off it! I'd rather have a...
응? 이건 뭐야?
As you wish. But don't over... Some men drink, others...
That is the main thing. I have a...
아저씨네.
I've sinned, Father.
Your reputation and deeds precede you, wretch. Get on the path of repentance.
I want to repent.
There is a conciliation cross outside Slatego, in the shade of a linden tree. Go and pray for the salvation of his soul.
What penance do you give me?
Say the Lord's Prayer until this evil leaves you. Don't show your face here any...
Well...
Repent!
I've sinned.
First finish...
I'd like to...
There's no...
회계 퀘스트를 이제야 뭐 활성화시켜보네. 저기까지 가야 돼? 와, 쉣.
You've got more important things on your plate than I do, Henry. Come on, Henry. You can have a drink afterwards.
What's the problem?
What do you think?
I thought a good old feast...
You nothing but puffed up peacocks sucking up to each other, pretending they don't smell of... And the Chamberlain.
Nah, sod the Chamberlain.
And how many battles has he...
You heard Lord von Burghoff.
Ulrich is a master of the quill, that's all.
You're welcome. I definitely trust...
When push comes to shove, I won't...
I understand. But this is... That band of cutthroats killed our men.
Oh, maybe. But don't you forget to stop by the smithy for my sword and armor. And if you want my advice, try not to get...
Don't worry.
All right.
I've heard a lot about you, youngster.
We have a poet among...
Me, a poet. I leave that sort of thing to women swoon in his arms. And then men There's a poetic soul for you. If only his Aye, he's too... But I'll pay him back for his jokes soon enough.
Tell me more.
Excellent. I need to get Florian back.
What did he do?
He persuaded a certain damsel to let him dress up in her clothes. When I sang beneath her window one evening, they all thought it was hilarious. And that twit threw lilac.
How do you want...
Nothing of the sort. I know that one damsel gave him a ring, and it'd be interesting to slip the ring to her best friend.
Now that sounds like a...
He's bound to have it in the chest next to it.
Ah.
Well, the most important thing is that everyone... All you have to do is bring it to me on...
아, 이런 것도 있어? 씨. 코드를 챙기는 건 어디로 가야 돼?
I'm sorry.
G가 아니라 C지, C. C는 아래야? R을 어떻게 가? 아, 어두워. 포도주가 어딨냐? 소주 어딨어?
Where can I find the serving?
I don't know.
Good day to you.
Excuse me.
What do you want her
I'm supposed to get some wine.
for that handsome young man? I'll go and get it, and you can forget it.
The thing is...
Forget it. God knows where that cow. But don't worry, I'll be happy. I'd just like to ask if you could open the spice chest. The lock got stuck again.
Who locked...
Nobody. It's
What? Again? Ugh, I'll kill that Osina. Sure.
thanks. Farewell.
아, 보통 정도는 따지. 캐리나 이년이 또 뭔 스파 짓을 하고 있는지 그거 알아야 되는데. 못 나가네? 아, 와인을 그럼 어떻게 해야 돼?
I've opened...
Really? I won't bother looking it again from now on. If someone here's some Hungarian wine for your journey. May the holy...
Take care then.
끝이야? 플로리안의 반지.
My.
어디야? 아씨, 안 보여.
Hey, you're not allowed here.
네. 어디로 가야 돼? 멀어. 멀어. 어디랬지? 더 올라가야 돼. 이 당시에 대체 몇 층까지 쌓아 올린 거야?
Ah, here it is. Florian's ring.
다음 칠 생각은 없었는데. 도대체 뭐지 저게? 아 여긴 딴 데네. 어휴, 뭔 놈의 성 구조가. 에휴. 더 넣을 거 없을 것 같고.
I've been thinking about, and so you see I'm not a complete piece of shit.
Oh, that's all right. I'm supposed...
Aye, but that horse is...
What?
Lots of other knights were here.
But Chamberlain Ulrich himself...
I'll be happy to give you what's... I reckon you'll have to do the mending.
Look, I don't want to quarrel, and that's all right. If he likes what you give him, you'll get another order. So, it occurred to me I could help you.
Oh, right. I'll give you the best I have left. Here you are.
See now? Sucker. If you want something done, you have to do it yourself.
Here's Excellent, my friend. Now we'll plant it on that damsel to Florian's right.
Right.
I'd be delighted to, my friend. That's so no mercy. God be with you.
I apologize.
I won't remember much of the journey there, I can tell you.
I hear they were ambushed.
and a good servant.
Florian, why don't you ever tell us anything honorable? Florian, honorable.
I have a little gift for
Oh, how sweet.
one shy friend who...
Ooh.
To dedicate a few
What? I know that ring. Florian.
What's going on?
Fool. You know him. You wanted to cheat on me.
No, it's not.
Two-faced cheat.
Wait, I can He must have stolen that.
What? Traitor.
Well,
Aha! Of course!
no mercy, and joking aside.
Aye, here I owe you a... And if you need help with anything, just say... God be with you.
And taking their silver as well.
Does the name Nick...
Yes, but I haven't seen...
Nick Vard is lying dead outside Trotsky Castle wall. He apparently overestimated...
Are you serious?
아, 이렇게 하면 되는구나.
Let's
Stop by when...
I'd like to...
I apologize.
아, 왠지 여기서 카타리나를 찾아보는 방법도 있을 것 같은데. 카타리나인지
Isn't that
카트린.
so?
The eels were delicious.
I may say so.
But you tried to milk that suckling pig. Careful!
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
카타리나 뭐 어디 있을까?
I'm sorry.
내려가는 길이 어디지? 아씨, 내려가는 길이 어디지? 여기. 아, 카타린 한번 찾아볼 수 있으면 좋을 것 같은데 어디서 뭔 또 뭔 수작을 부리고 있을라나. 버튼한테 찾아보러 갈 수도 없고.
Free. Track.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
지금 성 밖에 카타리나가 있을 리는 없을 것 같고. 좀만 더 찾아볼까? 여기 왔다 갔다 하면서 못 봤으면 없을 텐데. 가자. 뭐야? 아 참네. 웬일로 품원관 관리 잘 되고 있다 했는데 이러면 또 활력 경험치 보너스 못 받잖아. 아 참네. 어쩔 수 없지. 생각보다 훨씬 빡세구나.
What's the matter? Henry, we have to set off. What's the matter, Blacksmith's boy? Stop farting around.
I've got your armour and wine for...
Let's see what von Bergov's...
I'm gonna give that blacksmith Ostener a kick up the ass.
What do you mean? It's not that bad.
Well, if it hadn't been for me...
What about you?
I won't...
Get a move on, then. I don't want...
I'm ready now.
All right. I can't wait. Oh, damn it. But so what? Let's go. I can't wait to put that fraud from the Varkov in arms. With the force we have, we'll take their little forces aside. What do you think? What's wrong? Don't tell me you don't fancy going into battle. See, I won't get
Are you blind?
out of you this morning. Is that the fault of last night's feast? Or are you just bored and missing real adventure? If that's what it is, your blood should soon start flowing again, my friend. And when we've dealt with that band, Hanush is sure to acknowledge that I've made up for my mistake. Everything will be back to the way it was before. Audentes fortuna juvat!
Have you been My God, that looks like a bloody expensive horse. I heard they're going to cut down the old oak at the crossroads.
Oh, no. Why? A lovely tree like that. It's a nice place to rest when you're passing by.
저 교차로 있는 나무 베는 거 가지고 떠드는 거는 NPC 공용이라는 게 좀 따치네. 똑같은 그 교차로 나무 벤다 어쩐지 저걸 몇 번째 듣는 거야 저걸.
How was the Hungarian wine, gentlemen?
Don't worry, Lord Chamberlain. My head is clear. A real knight knows how to behave on the eve of a battle.
What about your faithful sir?
I'm ready for battle, sir.
I'm glad to hear it. Sir Otto has charged me with keeping you safe. I hope you don't have anything against me, escort.
I can't say what I suppose someone doesn't want me to...
But Lord Capon, taking care of our guests is right.
You, Sir Ulrich, should worry about not getting...
We all have our orders, and mine are to... Why dally then when we... Open the gate! We're moving out!
물리 해제는 초도 안 쓰는겨?
That outlaw and his band really fucked with us last time, eh?
I'm just hoping he won't fuck with us again now.
There aren't enough of them that can tackle this kind of force.
True enough.
And to think, I drank a toast with that fucker. Christ.
I hope you enjoyed your wine, Lord Capon, since old Neback was chewing on dry straw in his own cellars.
Don't you worry, Chamberlain. I'll see to that sneaky fucker in person.
You two are pathetic. I get the impression you're afraid to go into these woods, even with an army around you.
Yeah, I think I can see now why your lord barely escaped with his life. Maybe his captain underestimated the foe as light-heartedly as you.
Weigh your words carefully, young man. You didn't fare any better yourselves.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'll be a lot more...
물리기 혼자 도망가는 거 봐.
What the? My God! Where?
I'll sort you out nicely.
Hey! I can't get out.
Bad work. Right. I'll sort you out nicely. Hey, go out with this bastard.
Yeah, we're coming.
That really pissed me off. We have to get out of here.
Done with you.
Show what you're made of.
Oh shit.
You'll pay for that. I'll be your creeper, fucker. Leave him alone. Yeah,
I feel quite hungry.
what the? Come on.
Taste my steel.
아 씹었어.
Really like a stop. You
Hey,
We have to keep going. Down the path. We can't go back.
Capon, where the hell is he? I have to go to him.
Hey, Mammy! Hey! Get him! Come on, man! He's nearly got me! You won't get him! Get him!
Oh shit.
You paid for that! You got him! You never saw that coming!
In God's name!
Help me! Spare him!
어허. 쏘는데?
Capon, where the hell is he? I have to go to him.
아 이런. 총 쏘는 느낌이나?
I'll be done with you in a flash. There's more of them!
Come on. Try to help me for fuck's sake.
My God!
Henry, grab the
아니
chamberlain.
왜 안
and
맞아?
get out of here. We have to get away. So help him.
I'm here. I'll help you.
Fucking scum! Whoresons! Bastards! Curse!
몸통을 맞았어. 아 이런.
Me. All this shit. Let's get out of here. Hey,
Capon! Hands! Christ, I have to go to him.
왜 못 죽은 거야 지금? 어우 정신 하나도 없네.
Nice strike!
술을 좀 마실까?
bloody trees. Let's find a different way.
왜 안 맞아? 왜 안 맞아?
You can't get away from me! Shit! He's nearly got me! Just locked him up! Fancy move! You got it! You'll be fucking sorry!
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp. Let him have it.
Look! We've got to get out of here! There's more of them coming!
어떻게 알았지? 방앗간으로 내려가시오. 장애물을 우회하시오. 어디서 쏘는데 저거?
We have to get away,
저구나.
they're coming!
이런. 우회하라는데 어디로 가라는 거야? 그러면. 어? 장애물 우회하라는 게 어디로 가라는 건지 모르겠어요. 여기도 아닌데. 뭐 어떻게 하라는 거지? 아, 여기로 가라고?
No, you don't.
Let's go down! We'll listen on the other side of the street!
Capon! Hands! Christ, I had to go to him!
아, 맞아. 내 역할은 케이프인종 포이지, 애초에.
Christ! It's the same everywhere! What a massacre!
Wanker. You won't get me.
Shit! He's nearly got me! Let him have it!
There's no escape!
No mercy!
Watch out, Henry! There are shooters behind the wagons!
You're mine! Shit! He's nearly got me! Let him have it! I can't see it! Right hit!
Forging down to the mill!
잠깐만. 여기서부터 네바코프 방앗간 이쪽에서부터 대기를 하고 있었던 거네? 와, 씨.
Capon! Where the hell is he? I have to go to him!
어?
Hans! Hans!
뭐야, 레이스 살짝 긁힌 게 아니라 터트려 맞은 거야?
That'll do! We'll surely get a nice fat ransom for Lord Capon of Perkstein.
You'll have to take him first.
My boy, courage is a thing of honor. But what you're proposing isn't courage. It's foolhardiness.
Well, better to have honor than to sneak up and ambush people from hiding.
It works, though. War is a nasty business. And it is better to have your head on your neck and your foe on his knees than the other way around.
Now what is a coward turn to banditry? You should have been a knacker. You'd still have your head on your neck. And your own seat in the tavern.
Shut your stupid mouth. You have no idea who you're talking to.
Yeah, to a weasel. Who shoots from the bushes instead of a fair fight.
You think so, huh?
Why dirty your hands with him, Captain? One shot.
I'm actually starting to think this young knight deserves a fair chivalrous duel. If he's good enough, I'll let him live.
얼마나 대단하실까. 오.
So, my boy, let's see what you got.
오씨.
I'm not afraid of anyone but God Almighty.
Don't spare the fucker!
Oh shit.
Show him, rub his face in the dirt. Make him run.
오우. 고객을 쏘겠네. 두개골을 쪼갰는데 방금?
You're good.
Shishka, you all right?
디시카야 이름이?
Do you reckon you can trust an outlaw to keep his word of honor?
이건
The best laid plans of men don't always come to fruition. As the saying goes, man proposes,
물리는 어떻게 됐냐?
but
맞아
God
죽었나?
disposes. And then boots you right in the balls. All I wanted was a quiet life. Nothing more. Take it easy. Have a bit of fun now and again. And not piss anyone off too much. Apart from the Uzits bailiff.
아니구나. 얼룩덜룩 간 거구나.
But that's a different matter. But there's spiteful tongues everywhere. Well, you know how it is. And they complained about me to the man up above.
What? Him?
No! The bishop!
And then they kicked me out, saying I was a disgrace to the parish.
What disgrace! A man has to enjoy himself from time to time. They couldn't just kick you.
Let me make it clear. I am the very paradigm of Christ. So all it took was a bit of spiteful gossip. And then someone else got my parish.
Aye.
So actually, it suited me fine when Anush and Radzig's boys when my nag Bibiana is happy to stretch her legs a bit finally. Even though she's so unused to it. When I tied her up by the gate...
What boys are you looking for?
It's no secret.
I'll be glad.
It's these two young fellas that recently... One's a blue-blooded fledgling and the other's a...
Ah, everyone who was at the cemetery caused such a ruckus that they was nabbed and locked up in Trotsky.
Well,
a big force left the castle this morning. A terrible...
Folks do like...
Seriously. I heard the Trotsky Chamberlain himself, and most likely...
What? You said they were locked up?
Annie and Kuba from the Barkov Mill saw it. They managed to get away when it all started, and I think they asked them yourself if you want. They're in the bar.
They could be mistaken, though.
Well, if you want to be sure, you can go and see from the inn, follow the road. Oh, by all...
Surely not all of them. Well, thank you, in any case.
Hope safe.
God bless you.
Good to see you.
Hail Mary.
무슨 일이야 이건 또. 평범한 롱소드. 셀레시아 모자. 아, 귀족의 주머니 허리띠는 슬로스가 4칸이구나. 응? 와, 롱소드의 모든 기술을 통달하고 있네. 무릎 공격, 좌상좌, 크루차요, 상상우, 상상좌, 히오레 하브슈베르텐, 상좌우. 이건 봤고, 손잡이치기는 아래 우. 로젠이 가장 마지막이네. 장미네 말 그대로. 상좌좌우.
I hope we can go back to the mills.
God be with you.
Kuba's in a bad way. What do you...
What happened?
An awful in the evening, some men burst in on us. And then, in the morning, awful.
Easy.
Branch, we tried to flee.
We hid. Until it was... They took some...
Oh?
Some of them Warlord Nebak, we know him.
So the...
And like Kuba says, them...
And that commander of theirs...
Hanged?
Aye.
I'm looking for two friends. Sir Hans Capon of...
Lord have mercy.
Are you sure?
Aye. After what they got up to at the Semine wedding, they was hanged.
My God, there must have been lots of people there.
I'm...
How can you be so sure? How far away were you? What?
I'm just saying what I saw.
I'm asking if you're...
Before Almighty... I mean...
I'll leave you to get some rest. Dadeus...
Oh, was that lad?
Aye.
Merciful Mother of God. Maybe he'll get better.
Of course. Benedictio Domini sit vobiscum. Benedictus qui venit in nomine Domini.
Amen.
Amen. Here.
Farewell.
Please, God, make Cooper better again. Careful.
저까지 가야 돼? 안으로 가야 돼.
God, it's always the common folks. Greetings to you.
What?
The lords are having us like this one. Take care now.
오늘은 어떻게 어려웠구나.
So, baby, shall we hit the road?
Yeah! Quick! Yeah!
Not far now, Viviana.
넌 다 왔다고?
Yeah!
I'm supposed to take a left at the crossroads. Oh, this must be that chapel. Now to the right, and down to the woods.
Quick! Go! Yeah!
The tracks lead to the right. I'd better tread carefully. That company must have headed into the thicker forest. They used the trees as cover. Wagons. They probably used them to block the way and prevent a retreat. Smart. They rained arrows down on them. Good God, what a bloodbath.
What are you gaping at? Well, didn't they...
God Almighty. Bless their souls. And they blocked their way forward as well. They were trapped. The man who planned this, in any case. The innkeeper wasn't exaggerating. It looks like a Turkish raiding party swept through.
Hey, I told you quite clearly to stay in the... You're welcome to anything you find up top, but stay up...
God be with you, lad.
Listen, one...
Calm down.
Oh?
The Lord God. And wine.
What are you saying? You don't look like...
I hear that a lot.
So who are you looking for?
I'm looking for my friends.
All right.
Move it, idlers. Bury them properly so the wild animals don't get to them.
Eric!
What are you doing here? You're supposed to be on guard at the mill. I made it quite clear. I want that... Who's this?
No, sir. He says...
Quiet! You, speak!
Godwin. I'm a priest and I'm looking for my friends. Or their bodies.
And what exactly do you...
Now that I've introduced myself...
You may have introduced yourself, but I
get your point. De omnibus est dubitandum. Let's just say I'm whatever I need to be at the moment. A priest, a war... After all...
Well, you know how to preach.
I'd like to ask what happened here.
What do you think? A battle, and the best side won. Us. Now,
sorry, this might sound...
The cream... That bastard Von...
Looks like you crushed them badly.
So if your pals were against us...
I hope not.
Nobleman?
Aye, a nobleman.
The Lord of Perkstein.
Sir Hans Capon of... You'd better hope it is.
Right then. My name's Eric.
Excellent, Eric.
We'll see.
I still don't know if they're dead.
Right, fellas, we'll finish this. If you want to keep your head on your shoulders, clear off on the double. Did you hear what I fucking said? Get lost, or it'll end badly.
I won't take orders from you, you dog! We're outnumbered, but we can take them. And then I'll take...
If
Let's see if you're as good. Come on then, you assholes!
Prepare to fight!
Come on then!
뭐야? 죽겠는데? 방어가 피가 안 먹어. 잠깐만. 콤보 한번 써보자. 콤보. 로젠 상좌좌우. 코소보의 고참벽이란 복은 또 뭐야? 코소보의 고참병? 코소보의 고참병? 전투에 있는 동안 15초마다 추가 힘, 민첩, 활력을 얻습니다. 어쨌든 상좌좌우. 오 씨.
You won't get me!
상.
I'll be done with you!
Take that! Damn it!
Slice him up!
Now it's your turn, you shit!
다시 할 수 없나? 다시 할 수 있다. 로젠 한번 해보고 싶은데. 오 쉣. 이런 죽겠는데.
You're going to fuck it up! Take that!
죽어. 안 죽어?
Ready to leave this life?
다시. 로젠 한 번만 성공해보자.
Kill him! This one's mine!
참. 가운데로 뛰어드니까 너무 많아, 저거.
Some quick fed triple!
이런. 안 되네.
Too slow! Ganging up on one man!
이런 그럼 로제는 아직도 못 해봤네.
Fuck! That was something! They got what they had coming.
I'd say it's God's punishment.
You really know how to wield a sword and leave God out of it.
In the Battle of Kosovo, I did a bit of traveling when I was young and lopped up a few Turkish heads along.
And you settled down in...
Till recently, I was the parish priest in Ujits, near Sasau.
Sasau?
Looks to me like you're going to need a...
We're not going to dig graves for...
Leave them to rot without a Christian burial. And besides...
Sod the wolves.
Anyway.
Still on? I'll take you to the castle.
What?
Nabokov. Or... So tell me, Godwin, why are you looking for those two anyway?
Oh, they're my friends. I hadn't heard from them for a long time, so I set out to find them.
Surely a priest can't leave his parish just like that, can he?
As I said, I'm kind of working for myself right now.
Did you upset the bishop?
A bit. But the bishop was the least of it.
Look, as That's Nabokov up on the left. Got a commanding view of the whole valley. Now tell me, do you ride as well as you wield a sword? Let's see. I'll race you there. Yeah!
엥?
Go! Quick!
길로 안 따라가면 속도가 느리구나.
Go!
아, 잔디 쪽으로 가면, 들판 쪽으로 가면 확실히 속도가 꺾이네. 밀린다.
Go!
You're not one for racing, are
I prefer to save my strength.
Are you expecting trouble, father? Wait, this is Nabokov. We'll leave the horses here. Not to...
A very nice foot.
In a moment, you can ask...
I can't wait. Wait here for me, Bibiana. I'll be back soon.
Open the gate!
Where's the chief? I've brought him a guest.
Just now he's interrogating some captives.
Call him.
I believe they're still alive. You're in luck.
I hope so.
What is it, Eric? I'm busy.
This here is Father Goodwin. For a priest, he's handier with a sword than most of your men. He helped us against some bandits. And he's looking for Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
Well, well. This is quite a turn-up. I've just had a very interesting chat with this Capon. And your Istvan. Now I think I want to have a chat with you. Go and wait for me in the tower.
God be with you, Captain.
You surmise correctly.
As your man-at-arms Eric said, I'm Father Godwin. I'm in the service of Sir Hanush of Lipa, and I'm looking for his nephew.
Hanush of Lipa, eh? Interesting. Did I hear correctly that you're a priest? You don't look the part.
And you don't look much like the lord of this fortress. I don't even know your name.
You don't need to know my name. I'm a knight, and that should be enough for you.
Conversing with a man without knowing his name is a little awkward. But so be it. Am I to understand, Sir Knight?
You understand correctly. And he's in better shape than I am. I don't have this bandaged eye for fashion. That page of his did this to me.
It doesn't pay to underestimate that one. He's one of the few who can hold his own with me, whether sword fighting or boozing.
Boozing? You're a proper priest, then.
Unfortunately, the bishop had other ideas.
I have a feeling that's just one chapter in your...
Indeed. You have my friends, and I want them...
Straight to the point, eh?
First of all, I'd like to...
They're both fine.
The word of an unknown knight?
As the word of a dubious priest with a bloody sword in one hand and a wineskin in the other is to me.
Well, let me put it another way, Sir Knight. I don't know what happened here, but I guarantee you that those two greenhorns...
I'll have you know, these two greenhorns came with Otto von Bergov's army, and I have to admit, the best as well.
I've no idea how they got mixed up. As you no doubt well know, Lord von Pergau is on the opposite side of the Lord of Lipa. So if that pair joined up with him, they must have... But that's by the by. It's over and done with. Release them.
Tell me, Father.
I have no idea.
Then why are you here?
I'm supposed to I was afraid at first that if anyone was going to hold them captive, it'd be von Pergau. Ah, well. Man proposes, and God disposes.
This whole story of yours sounds to me rather... suspicious.
How am I to know you're not Von? Maybe I should throw you in the same...
Excellent! At least I'd get to see them with my own eyes, and not have to put up with any more horse shit from a lying cyclops.
어우,
Enough!
이건 봐.
To hell with you! You've got no ransom, and you don't want a parley. So
you won't get rid of me.
또 싸워?
They're attacking!
I came here to get them, and that's what I'm gonna do.
와.
Looks like you know how to use a blade. Fighting Turks will teach you that. Hungary? Kosovo.
그 와중에 반란이라고?
I'll let them go.
에리 걔가 뭐가 문제가 있구만.
up and at them! Kill them to the last man!
야, 뭔데 이렇게 위에서 시작해? 아 여기가 이쪽이구나.
Take that fucker out, damn it! He's behind you!
You got him! You won't get me!
Show your stuff!
I'll rip your arse open! Kill them all!
Oh shit!
One in your whole
뭐야?
You won't be able to take another one like that!
와!
You're no...
사방이 좀.
Best you can do?
Oh no!
To hell with you, you scum! I've been waiting for you!
아, 여자는 한 번도 못 써.
Piss on his grave! Whether you're a priest or not, I have to...
Likewise.
It looks like those friends of yours were right. Von Bergov's spies infiltrated us. Istvan Toff and that Eric of his.
Eric? Where is Eric?
Fuck! To the captives, quick, before it's too late!
이스트반 폰베르고프의 적자가 아닐 텐데.
I hope Hanush has enough coin to pay the ransom for you. As for you, well, we'll see about you.
You! Tough! You swine! You're lucky I can't get to you, you treacherous cunt!
Bark at me, you dog! Who the hell do you think you are?
Where's my sword?
Who is this? Madman! Surely you're not going to listen to some vagabond?
What, but you think you should listen to Sigismund's bitch? Enough!
What's he talking about?
You clearly don't know your own men. Although this one is Sigismund's man. We've already had the honor.
They're making up shit to avoid the gallows!
So that's why you were so keen to avoid that battle.
We were defending the castle as you ordered!
Throw him in the cell with Nebak.
I'm sure you'll get on just fine together.
You're making a terrible mistake!
We'll see about that.
Zhishka, you want it at the gate?
Shit, I'm not done with you yet.
What do you want here, you swine?
I'm doing what I do best, and you're getting in my way again.
Fate, I suppose. We have the same fairy godmothers. Whores.
You dog! You're in the mood for jokes? After what you did here in the fortress? Give me one good reason I shouldn't...
Strangling your rescuer would be a mistake, Yaramir. A bit...
Rescuer?
Why do you think you're still alive? Thanks to me. I persuaded Zizka not to...
Don't listen to him! He's a...
And a loyal servant of King Sigismund, and our Sir Otto von Burgau. Just like you, sir. Or am I mistaken?
Otto von Burgau?
Indeed. While these two support that drunken...
Why did you help him then?
It was a direct order.
What order?
Gain Zizka's trust and stop his perfidious raiding once and for all. Unfortunately, getting away from here in time and warning Sir Otto about the trap was harder than I expected. And that's why I'm locked up here now. In any case, he wouldn't be alive without me.
Don't believe him. He did the same at my hometown.
I was given a direct order by my lord, who is yours too. And I'm carrying it out as best as I can.
Behind bars?
Like I said, if everything had gone... But don't worry, sir.
Well, I don't want to be for the moment.
No doubt.
I'm glad you've revealed your true nature here in front of everyone.
Will the captain believe someone who attacked him with von Burgau's forces, or me? That remains to be seen.
I'm sure Sir Yaramir will confirm it.
Sir Yaramir isn't stupid enough to want to get rid of the only ally he has to hand. Isn't that right, Sir Yaramir?
We'll see.
Assuming there will be any discussion.
You're just trying to wriggle out.
You may be in for a surprise, Lord K.
Where's my sword?
Your sword? You'll still... I have to admit, your father did a good job on it.
You won't look so pleased.
I'm not sure you'll get the opportunity if either of us has a chance of getting out of here alive. Surprisingly, I have better prospects than you two. And waiting for a...
Who would pay a...
And he's close by. Unlike Lord Hanush is at the other end of...
Zizka would have to be out of his...
Really? People like Zizka know coin is more important. Besides, seeing what happened, and I wouldn't expect him to wait around one way or another. He won't have any need for you. Either of you. And that's when my time will... Are you afraid?
I'm gonna get you.
No one's yet built the gallows I'll swing from, boy.
I don't think Henry's planning to hang you. He's more likely to rip your gut open. And I'll be glad to help him.
When did you start recruiting Radzig's people, Eric?
What's the matter? Lost your tongue?
I think he was looking for this.
You swine!
Ugh. You better hope your father pays a nice fat ransom.
Rot in hell!
Eric! We're just about to do some gutting.
There's no time for it.
There's always time for this.
No, we've got to flee now.
There'll be time when we meet again.
What the fuck was that?
Fuck it!
야, 이렇게 또 눈앞에서 부모님 원수 또 놓쳤네.
Praise be to our Lord Jesus Christ. Gentlemen!
It's Godwin!
You know, I thought I'd be carrying your bodies home. Can't you even deliver a letter? I will get those fuckers.
복잡하게 흘러가는구만.
They're riding to Trotsky. You were right.
All you had to do was trust us.
Trust you? When you came at me with... Sorry, but my eye doesn't see it that way.
Maybe we wouldn't have come at anyone with an army and weren't cozying up with that
We got off on the wrong foot, all right. But it seems we have...
Too right.
You're not the only one.
Well, let's start with you, Captain. You know all of us, but we don't know you from Adam.
I am Jan of Trotsnov, also known as Zhishka. These
Jan
days in the service of Jan Sokol of Lamberg and Margrave Prokop of Luxembourg.
Prokop? Jobst of Luxembourg's brother? What a coincidence. We're here at Jobst's instigation.
Well, Sir Hans, the problem is Prokop is at this very moment in Sigismund's jail in Pressburg on account of Jobst's treachery, which doesn't exactly make us allies.
We know what Jobst is like, and I don't trust him one bit. But we came here to try to get von Bergov and the League of Lords to parley and end this war. We're on the same side.
You're right, and it's a good thing you don't trust that. I've been double-crossed by him so many times that I won't make the mistake.
I'm glad we've... And now, I'd like to know how you...
How? We had a common enemy, that's how. They murdered our company, took our message, and on top of that, they had Istvan with them.
And Istvan was actually working for von Bergov all this time.
Where did you pick up that bastard, Zhishka?
When I came here, I was putting together a band and he turned up.
You recruited him? Just like that?
Lord Capon, when you do what I do, you don't get to choose from the best, but the worst. And he was good at our trade. So good I didn't...
If you're in Sokol's service...
Waging war, as you've no doubt noticed.
There's a fine line between waging war and marauding.
As a man of your experiences must know. And since King Wenceslas and Prokop are imprisoned and the Czech noblemen are useless, we're making life difficult for the traitors who are in league with Sigismund. And Otto von Bergov is...
Well, I understand you were out to...
We saw you meet up with his garrison. It looked like a friendly encounter.
You killed all my men. They were good lads.
And you killed my men. No, some of them...
War is a nasty business, Captain.
Tell that to Oates.
Do you know Catherine?
Who?
The girl from by the pond, for whose sake you killed your own man.
No.
You killed your own man to protect a woman you don't know.
Looks like it, doesn't it? Nobody has tried anything of the sort since, so they got the message.
Yeah, war is a nasty business, but your men wanted to rape innocent...
Nobody raped anybody. I personally made sure of that.
Well, that is true.
Like I said, in my trade, you don't work with the best, but the worst. It's hard to keep them reined in sometimes, but I do my best. As you saw...
How did Semyon come?
Von Berghoff is a bad master, and you're not the only ones who don't like what Sigismund's doing in Bohemia. It wasn't hard finding it. The same with the miller, though he had lots of other incentives as well. What actually happened to Semyon?
Von Berghoff sent his men to take revenge on him. Both Jan and Olda are alive, but they had to flee. Henry and I helped them. We burnt down the fortress to cover their escape.
야, 엄청 복잡하다.
So von Berghoff wouldn't suspect anything.
Oh, thank God for that at least. They're good men. It would be a sad...
Did you want to...
Of course. But just making his life hell was enough. Making sure he lost as much coin and manpower as...
So you were doing the same as Toth was doing in Sasau, in Sigismund's service? Or maybe even von Berghoff's?
I suppose so. I also understood from what he said that he'd been harassing the enemy a bit too, but he didn't say who that was. Now it's clear why.
Harassing a bit? No offense, but you're a dabbler compared to him. Istvan took Taumburg Castle. He assembled a huge force and almost seized control of the entire Sasau region. The whole region had to band together to put an end to his mischief.
And did you?
I should say so.
You see then, This whole region also banded together against me. And who did you say the dabbler was?
Why do you think Istvan joined you when he's on...
That's a good question. Either he just needed coin, and when he found out who I was, he secretly... Or he was already Sigismund.
Why did Istvan let you ambush von Bergov instead of telling him you were at Nebukov? If he's on his side.
Well, that's not so mysterious. It all happened so fast that he didn't have time to do anything. What's more, I kept everyone inside the fortress before the battle. For that precise reason, so no idiot would give us away. Although it's true he wanted to avoid that battle. He tried to talk me out of it. And now, while we're on the subject of Istvan, I understand you...
It's a pretty ugly story. As Lord Capon said, he went marauding in our Sasau region. And his commander, Markvart, killed my mother and stepfather while they were raising our village.
That's a long list.
How did he manage to set that trap in the ravine so quickly?
I have my sources.
Come on! I think you could...
I'll give you a piece of advice, Lord Capon. Don't trust anyone.
If there's one thing I...
Would you rather I hadn't?
Certainly not. You gave...
I have the feeling it wasn't God who sent you, but my guardian Hanush, eh?
He dropped by to see me just as the bishop was kicking me out of my parish. He said you'd been gone suspiciously long, and I was wondering where I was going to live. So we made a deal that I'd go and check up on you.
That was a good idea, I must say.
I think so too. For a while, I was worried I'd have to take you home in sex.
What are we gonna do now?
We can't stay here. God knows what plots those fuckers are hatching right now. We should get ready to leave. Von Berghoff may have lost lots of men, but he won't take this lying down. Word will get out about his humiliation, and the League of Lords will come to his aid.
Where will we go?
I don't know yet. What about that Jobst of yours? Should you send word to him?
He's still somewhere in Brandenburg.
So the best thing would be for all of us to go back to Ratai. Wouldn't you like to join us, Zizka?
That sounds like a plan.
You see? Oh, and would you like me to take another look at your eye? An open wound is the last thing you want on a journey.
Is medicine another of your skills? On top of sword fighting, boozing, and preaching?
Giving the last rites isn't the only thing I can do for a fallen man. War is a good teacher.
All right, then. You could look at the bandage for a start. The stench bothers me more than the pain.
Sorry about your eye.
You're lucky it was this one. It must be cursed. I almost lost it as a child already.
이미
And
애꾸였어?
then you came along. Still, I have no one to blame for challenging you and taking off my helmet. I'll hand out orders and come and join you in the fort. Sir Hans can take you there.
Oh, oh, God. Holy shit!
Don't worry. I'm sure it doesn't look half as bad as it feels.
It started to fester. I'll have to clean that out.
터진 안구부터 꺼내는 거야, 그럼?
Just get it over with.
어우, 저걸로 긁어는, 어우.
Will he survive?
With God's help.
That's not what I asked.
The wound isn't deep. As long as it doesn't fester, it'll be all right.
So, he won't go blind?
He won't lose his eye. He just needs to get a good night's sleep.
We all do. We're leaving early in the morning before von Berghoff comes and kicks us out.
Can we help somehow?
Aye. Go to bed and no more fighting. And keep your hands off our Clara. Got it? But if you really want to be useful, you can help Bluster load the cart.
I think I know where we're most needed now. I'm going to need your help.
Leave me out of it. I'm still seeing stars from that bang to my head.
I'll be happy to help. What can I do?
We should say a few words for those who can no longer hear anything. And dig their graves. It's been a hell of a long day today. Thank...
아이 꼬라지가 이 뭐야 이게?
God we managed to survive until evening at least.
아무튼 저녁 먹고 와야겠다. 일단은 여기까지. 저녁을 먹고 오든지 아니면 쉬든지.